right, hello, my friends. Here we go. Another lesson from the old Dougster, the old professor, the old man. This is going to be a lesson on taking what you have and learning how to use it in a musical way. I call it one idea per chorus. So we're going to take one riff, one idea that you have. Hopefully you do have an idea, a riff, something you've transcribed or made up yourself, whatever. Some little musical motif that we're going to take and we're just going to play it to death. One idea per chorus. We're playing over a 12-bar blues in the key of C. It's a C7 jazz blues. So jazz blues a little different from Chicago blues or country blues or, I don't know, other kind of blues. This is jazz blues. So it's the 1 chord to the 4 chord, back to the 1 chord. Then guess where we're going to go? 4 chord, come with me. Then we go back to the 1 chord, but we're going to go to the 6 chord, dominant 7. Then just a 2, 5, 1. Back to the 1 and a turnaround. So now, if you don't know what the 1 chord and 4 chord and 2, 5, 1 is, shame on you. Go figure that out. All right. I guess I could do, I'm sure there's like a billion lessons on that stuff. So go check that out. Then come here for the good stuff. All right. So one idea per chorus. So my idea is kind of a riff that's kind of based on a melody of a blues, but I just change it just a tiny bit. That's it. One little idea, one little motif. And what am I playing? I'm playing flat third, sliding into the regular third, 5, 6, root, then repeating this, and then down to the root on the bottom. Up, down. That's it. That's the whole thing. And so now I'm going to take that, I'm going to play it across a 12-bar blues. Now, I am going to make a couple little changes that respond to the harmony. So when we're on the 1 chord, this is good. Now when we go to the 4 chord, what happens to my little happy E becomes an E flat. And to your ear, it sounds like I'm going minor, but I'm really playing over the 4 chord, the F7, I'm playing the flat 7. So right away with no accompaniment, you could hear the chord changes. It's got a nice rhythm. Yeah. Now the 4 chord. Back to the 1 chord. To the 6 chord. Ooh, what's that note? That's a C sharp. Why did I play a C sharp? Because the 6 chord, which is an A7 in the key of C, has a C sharp in it. So just by playing that one note, I'm still spelling the harmony, right? So then I go back to the 2 chord. Oh, and there I land on the root of the 5 chord. And then I did some like little jive turnaround. All right, and 2 little chords. Sliding into the G7, G9 from a half step above, and then sliding into a C9 from a half step above. So again, not playing gigantic chords, playing little jazz chords, little 3, 4 note chords. All right, so fairly simple, right? You take any idea and play it for an entire chorus. You may try this and realize I have never in my life taken one idea and played it more than once. Shame on you. And this will be a great lesson for you that when people are listening to you play, there has to be some kind of something to your solo. It's got to tell a story. It's got to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. It has to make sense. It can't just be random stuff thrown out there. And you have to be self-aware. Self-aware. We're self-aware. And so use that awareness when you play. Know what you're playing. How many times I've had students where I go, remember what you played in third bar on the second chorus? And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, I remember. How come you don't remember? You played it. I don't know. So, so be self-aware. Know what you're doing. Think about what you're doing. You know, I mean, let it happen when you're playing. Let it happen. But when you practice, try to build these techniques so that when you go to play as opposed to practice, it flows out of you because you have a lot of muscle memory. You've trained your ear. You're aware of yourself. You're in the situation. How many times do you hear great players say that when they're really in the zone, they feel like they're watching themselves play? So they're like so totally self-aware. They're able to see everything that's going on as it's happening, as if they're observing it from outside of themselves or whatever. All right, so that's it. I mean, that's really this little tiny mini lesson, but you can do this for hours, like literally take that riff, then do another riff. There's a riff, all right? And then put that through a 12-bar blues. And then when you get tired of doing a C7 blues, do it on an F7 blues, and you'll see that there's a whole different set of riffs that fall in if you play it there, you know. So it's really a great practice tool, and you'll never have to sit around scratching your head, what should I be doing? And if, God forbid, you don't have one riff, you don't know one riff that you could play, you know, and repeat, go transcribe. Go find a record of somebody that you like. Go listen to B.B. King. Go listen to George Benson. Go listen to a piano player, a horn player, whatever you're into. Cop a riff. Take that riff, learn how to play it, memorize it, and then put it through a 12-bar blues. Try and repeat it over and over again and make it fit on those chord changes. All right? That's the thing. You know, and that's why a lot of people play minor pentatonic, because it sort of works over all the chord changes, kind of. And, but we're going to go past that, right? Aren't we? Yes, we are. All right. So that's it. So please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you can, go to my website here. Woo, and sign up for my newsletter. I send out a newsletter every week, and you will get a free download every week. If you want to get some groovy strings, go to Labella Strings. I've been endorsing them for over 30 years. Family-run operation right out of Newburgh, New York, baby. And they're just the best, the greatest, great people, and great product. Also, down on the bottom, you want to study with me? Ooh. I would recommend you go to truefire.com and sign up for the monthly lesson. You'll think, oh my God, that's so much. But you can literally take as many lessons as you want every month for a fixed price. And those of you that do that know that that is the best deal in the free world, or the not so free world, whatever this world is now. It's the best deal in the world. So check it out. You're also welcome to study with me, you know, via Skype or Zoom, Skype or Zoom, whatever. And that's it, man. You know, thank you. What else can I say but have fun, man. Have fun. Get in there, play a little heart out, okay? And until next time, peace.